Hey. Get out of there. Alright. Well, it's been raining a lot lately. Good morning, everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. The lighting just hit me real weird there. Hang on. Like I stand in the light and it goes away. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today we're gonna do more of the same. We should be able to get our mount and get the level 30 warrior quest. I think we're gonna do both today. And we will start by talking to this dude. Hi Darth Chaos, hope you're doing well today. Took some medications. I hope they're helping with the headache. Protocol requires that I apprise you of who we are and what we do. After which I will invite you to swear an oath of your own free will. The Order of the Twin Adder is a grand company of Gridania. The Grand Company of Gridania. It brings together the martial, economic, and technological resources of our nation, that we might stand strong in times of direct adversity, when our very survival hangs in the balance. Our order was formed in the days before the calamity, in readiness to fight the Garlean Empire, and to combat the beast tribes and their primals. Needless to say, our struggle continues to this day. Elder Seed Seer Kana E. Senna is the supreme commander of our forces. Under her wise leadership, we protect the group of Gridania, the people of Gridania. Man, I'm just refusing to use the words today. And the sanctity of the Twelve's Wood. As the entwined serpents that grace our standard, let forest-born strive as one with friends from afar to ensure that peace shall ever reign in Gridania. In doing so, we will honor the will of the elementals, and theirs is the will of the wood. Now then, Old Sugarheart, I ask that you give unto us your oath of allegiance, in whatever fashion you see fit. Woods will be done. So you know of the words of our grand company. That is well. Bound by this common belief, let us strive to preserve all that is good in this great nation. By the power vested in me, I assign you the rank of Serpent Private 3rd Class. You're now a man of the Twin Adder. Go forth, Private Sugarheart, and do that which brings peace to the 12 Wood and honor our name. Roger that. That was just a regular drink. But I feel if you cracked open a beer on your first day in the military, it really sets the precedent for you. Can you hear me, old? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Order of the Twin Adder contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Sugarheart. I have no doubt that you're eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a Serpent of Gridania, you are no less a Scion. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. Okay. The distant call of a friend in need, perhaps. As you are needed elsewhere, I shall not keep you any longer. I would, however, suggest you speak with High Serpent Commander Versailles before you depart. He may provide you with assistance on the journey ahead. Okay, that one over there. Roger. Let's see, you took Klondike and Focalin XR. One is to calm and the other is for ADHD. Ah. 2 pills that you have that anyone could get that are both used for pain relief are Tylenol and ibuprofen. Yeah, fair. For pain relief, I prefer acetaminophen. I don't know why, it just feels right. You may now accept the quest My Little Chocobo Twin Adder by speaking to Versailles. The quest must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario for a realm reborn. Okay. Well, if we gotta. My Little Chocobo. A pup no longer. I wonder what that's for. Anyway. I gets a Chocobo whistle. Ah, Private Sugarheart. I understand you have been working tirelessly in Gridania's name. You are a true example of your fellow serpents. But, tell me, have you ever felt as though you can't get to your destination quickly enough? Perhaps you could do with a swifter pair of legs. If so, you might consider getting a personal Chocobo. You yet to be issued your own bird, correct? That's not correct. I've got a fat Chocobo in my mailbox. Given your considerable talents, you should be able to obtain one in no time at all. Let me tell you how to go about it. First, you must obtain a Serpent Chocobo issuance by exchanging company seals with the quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to our man Singer. He will furnish you with a suitable bird. Singwer? Singwer. See the Chocobo keep? Now hang on. I feel like I've missed something here. What am I actually doing? To obtain your personal Chocobo, you must present the Serpent issuance, exchange company seals. The quartermaster. Here's hoping you've been setting aside my seals. Serpent quartermaster? Where's my issuance? Serpent Chocobo issuance. I need 200, do I? My God. Tylenol is another way of saying acetaminophen? Oh, neat. Anyways, you're gonna just hop off so you can cuddle with some plushies. Good call. Yo, give me 200 seals. For each task you complete in the name of the order, you will be awarded stipend and serpent seals. We think of these seals as a unique kind of currency honored within our organization. They can be purchased with company-issued items and even exchanged for promotions within our ranks. There are various ways to accumulate company seals, foremost among these being Grand Company-related quests. Other methods include assisting in resolution of fate, completing Grand Company hunting objectives, and undertaking supply provisioning missions. Company seals are also awarded by completed company levies, which are issued by one of the company leave officers found across the Eorzea. Alright. I hunt. Hate allied seals for that garbage. What about the elite? 100. Reward of 1,438 would have you begin your training in earnest. I mean, that's a lot of seals. Alright, what do I need to do? Listen well, Private Sugarheart. The Order of Twin Adders does not just welcome glory seekers willy-nilly into our ranks. You stand here today because we believe in your potential. We believe that you will go forth as a serpent and help restore order to a world gone mad. And I feel like I do at work meetings. Entirely disinterested and mostly paying attention to something else. And yet, potential alone will not carry you far. Indeed, the road to glory is littered with bodies of would-be heroes who lack determination and diligence to hone their innate talents. But you will not suffer the same fate. I am certain of it. It is with such high hopes for your future that I would send you to begin the next phase of your training. The venue shall be the Wolves' Den, proving ground established by the Eorzean Alliance to prepare the Grand Company recruits for the battles that lie ahead. The Wolves' Den is to be found just off the shores of Lanaska. The ferry of the Maraud dry docks in Lower Lanaska will grant you passage there. Upon your arrival, seek out Captain Brkoya Loifosilem. I have already taken the liberty of submitting a letter of recommendation on your behalf. Why, thank you. So I have to go to Limsa Lomensa. Actually, I think I know the quickest way there. Still mostly waking up. But yeah, when you have no interest in doing like PvP, the Grand Company talk sure is dull. Like, it really does feel a lot like work, where you're like, oh, just tell me what I need to do to get a paycheck and leave. Do we really need these missions? Are either of those near the Maraud dry docks? Help me out. Okay, but here. Shortcut. I assumed we could take a boat to a place called the docks. But maybe the docks are too dry? I don't know. I just work here. But yeah, all these vision alignment meetings, they could have been an email. The skiff is bound for the Wolves' Den. Might you care to join us? Yeah. Oh, don't you dare. Did you visit the website? No. Any video game that wants to pop open a Chrome tab is just psychopathic. I recall seeing your ugly mug around here before, You say that sent you. He said he was sending a new wolf to the den. Bah, more like the runt of the litter if you ask me. You barely have the fangs for the honing, but I guess I'm feeling God's damn generous, so I'll throw you a bone. Start yourself off with a crystalline conflict, and training bouts are made special for feckless adventurer types. Can't tell a sound strategy from a horse's arse. I reckon it won't be done before you run home with your tail between your legs crying for your mum. But you can have a word with Lieutenant Gungi Zalungi if you insist on giving it a go. You'll find him outside, assuming you can work up the nerve. And stand up straight, maggot. This ain't no place for the weak of spine. Dismissed. Good morning, old man Sugar. How are you doing? How are you enjoying this game? I'm still enjoying this game quite a bit. Alright. I obtained 1,400 serpent seals, and that is the amount of content we need to do to get the heck out of here. No. Do not set my home point here. Let's see. Back to Gridania. The PvP is probably one of the worst parts of Final Fantasy XIV. I don't think I know anybody who genuinely likes it. Which is kind of weird. I feel like PvP is not that hard to get right for an MMO. I mean, like, you can get the vibe right. I don't know what it was about, like, Warsong Gulch or, like, the Star Wars, the Old Republic, PvP, but they just felt right. I can get an axe. That does nothing to help me. Okay. Can I get... None of these things actually help in any kind of meaningful way. Cool. So I'm just going to go ahead. Get the Chocobo issuance. I just want to learn how to mount things. Singer, give me the thing. A bird issued, you say? And I'll need to see your Serpent Chocobo issuance. There you go. Yes, everything appears to be in order. Moment, please. I'll be right back with your Chocobo. Better be a cool one. Ah, he is cool. He's got little serpents. And here he is. This fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you'll want to give the noble steed a name. Oh. Queh. Queh. Firmalbert. Queh. Alright. I dare say he likes his name. I mean, it's the best name I can think of. Here's your own Chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it, and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in a crowded city or areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with the Chocobo's rider's license as required by law. And that concludes all of the formalities. I wish you and your Chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. I didn't really think you needed like a Chocobo license. Alright, I can't whistle and run at the same time. Hang on. So now I can summon my company Chocobo mount. Cool. So the Grand Company determines I guess decals on your sweet Chocobo ride. Let's see, where's the Moogle Mail? I believe it's over by the amphitheater. But yeah, I really am enjoying Final Fantasy XIV. The trouble is, like, there's no game I particularly want to play at the moment. The problem is, like, I watched Gamescom and I got super excited for all the new games that are going to be out. And I've lost a lot of interest in the games that are already out. And so while, like, I need a new game, like, a lot of them just don't sound that interesting right now. Okay. Where's the Fat Chocobo? Okay, so I've used the Fat Chocobo whistle. Let's see. I can remember this. Passage out. No. Come on. Where do I summon my mount? Mount? That would be an action, I guess. Well, I see Mount Roulette. That's not the one I want. I want to just... Where can I find my list of mounts? Alright, Mount Guide, help me out here. This isn't a guide, it's a thing. Yeah, that's Mount Roulette. Set Mount Roulette to select from favorites only. We can do that. Now, how do I mark this one as my favorite? Add to favorites. There we go. Alright. Never mind, these are actions in and of themselves. There we go. I try not to manage my hotkey nonsense while on stream, but Fat Chocobo gets an exception. I can't ride mounts in town. Yeah, it's been a while. Alright. We need to go to Vesper Sands for Vesper Bay. To the Waking Sands. So we can start doing real things again. But yeah, that was fairly simple. Albeit a little dumb. Also, hello, been lurking a bit while doing duties on here. Nice. It is good to see you, Daichi. and Daichi Night Haze. Is that your character name? There we go. Now here's my Chocobo. Just your Twitch name? Cool, cool. It is a good name. That is a strong Viera male name if I've ever heard one. Alright. Now we will completely ignore our company Chocobo for the rest of the game. Welcome back, old. Lady Manfilio awaits you within. Oh, I get company seals for this? I didn't even need to go to the... It's such a cute mount. I know, right? Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with a tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, old. Now, when last we spoke, I said I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you've already met. Tataru, please show them in.
Thanks, Granddad.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Daichi. This way, sirs. Ah, these guys. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm God's man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I'm pleased to say Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks. Kenshin, thank you so much for the raid. Let me finish up this story bit and then I'll greet everybody properly. It was very kind to send us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea. I count myself blessed to be given this chance to stand with you and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. I felt like that was going somewhere. But it is over now. So I didn't need to go to PvP Island. I could have just done the next quest in the list. That is good to know. Alright, welcome Kenshin. I hope you had a good stream. I know you're usually hungry at this point, so if you run off to grab food and lurk, I will understand. But everybody else, welcome. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. I play a variety of games. You are in the middle of Final Fantasy XIV, the movie. I should be releasing the first part as soon as it finishes HD processing, which is taking approximately 24 hours. It's a 50 gig video that I just uploaded to YouTube. The goal is to have a playlist of as many of the largest videos I could possibly upload to YouTube, so that you can have like a playlist of huge videos that you can just put on in the background and have like a week's worth of white noise in the background. Well, yep, exactly. All food time. Have a good stream. You have a good food. And for any of my viewers who haven't checked out Kenshin, he's a really chill guy. He's always playing chill games. He tends to favor survival crafting a lot. But he just seems to like having a good time, and he stays up all night long, so you can usually catch him in the wee hours of the morning, just before I start streaming, so good guy to know. In any case, on with the story. Self-management.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Indubitably.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Cabbage Patch Kids got it.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us?
Yep.
I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
I like Ida. I like that they opted to make like one of the characters ditzy. Also, she definitely has some serious moments later in the story. Like, they can't all be, what's-her-face, Ishtola, enigmatic cat girl. Ooh, but this quest, self-management, is the one prerequisite to my job quest. Where am I actually going? Oh, Gridania, we're speaking to Vola again. Absolute charming chap. to the Gridania. And we'll get to ride our fat Chocobo. Who Cloud Edge is right, is a really cute mount. Another good thing about Final Fantasy XIV is every mount you have can fly. Like, you have to unlock the ability to fly, but you don't need to get like separate mounts. So if you want, you can fly around in your fat Chocobo mount when it becomes necessary. Now we're going to use fat Chocobo probably forever, or until somebody drops another mount. Fireworks. Oh, that was gonna be a moment and everything. They're like, nope, 5:15 a.m. on the dot, we gotta stop. People need 45 minutes of sleep before work. There's some kind of holiday going on. I'm not sure which one, but the amphitheater is all dressed up. We know far too little of the sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans, so we must call upon the scions once more. We are able to... beg pardons. This is a terrible habit of mine to think out loud. But, tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? The thing? Oh, wait. Right in duty mode. Okay. So, if that quest was self-management, we are going to immediately ignore things and go straight to the job quest. The warrior quest is, I don't know. I'm excited for job quests. I have never done this quest, so this is all new to me, and I want to see it. Wait, where do I go for the job quest? It's the Marauders Guild, right? Yeah. Give me the thing. Pride and Duty will take you from the mountain. Okay. Ah, old, just the man I was hoping to see. It's plain as day that you've no equal in the guild, and I've tasked to entrust to no ordinary marauder. To wit, I just received a message from an old comrade in arms of mine, who now serves as a gold guardsman in Costa del Sol. It would seem the fighting's grown fierce in those parts, and he finds himself in dire need of reinforcements. Mind you, this man is no white-livered whelp. He can wield an axe with the best of them, as evidenced by Master Gigaruju's paying good coin for the services of he and his men. No, any enemy that could fluster that bunch is not to be trifled with. I've sent Sulkweeb on ahead to tend to the wounded. Seek her out upon your arrival, and she'll apprise you of the situation at hand. I like how all the Marauder quests come with a pet healer. Alright. Speak with What's-Her-Face in Costa del Sol. Wait, can I take the boat to Costa del Sol? I feel like maybe I can? Is that one of the options? Take me away. Yes. The ferry is bound for Costa del Sol. Are you riding with us? $40. Yeah. There we go. And this is where you find cat girls doing screenshots in bikinis. There's one. Oh, Aura girls too. I'm old-fashioned. I'm used to there only being cat girls. The Auras and Vieras still feel really new to me. I kind of forget they exist. Alright, Sulk Weeb. Let's do it. Old, ever the sight for sore eyes. A nasty bale of turtles has been preying on this area of late, snapping and gnashing at everything in sight. Why, even the best men of that Master Gegaruju could buy find themselves no match for the creatures. Word has it that the beasts have been sighted swimming in the lightly guarded northern shore. I would send you out there to investigate the cause behind the burgeoning numbers. Okay. I read that weird. Whee! Bat Chocobo hustle. Oh. Oh, that's right. Leave me alone, crabs. I forget we're actually in a level appropriate area now. Like, what is that? Is that the devil? The Garlock. Investigate the northern shore. Did I actually investigate this shore? Okay. Well, no turdies over here. These cute little guys. Woo! Alright, let's go under the piers. See if we can find any teenagers making out down here. None. Oh, a fell demon, huh? That's a cool axe. Whoa. This dude can summon turtles? Can I do that? Ugh, damn it all, old. We must see to these beasts. Oh. Big pile of turdies. Oh, and I can use the healing part of my combo. I'll live forever. been so long since I could use my abilities. Come here, turts. Seven hills, there's no end to them. Prepare to fall back. I'll see to the shellbacks. You whelps just try not to end up as turtle grub. That axe. I've not seen its like in... Old, we must do what we can. Is that a really big turtle? My goodness, it is a really big turtle. Did you see the timing on that kick? I've got this down. Oh! We got turts. And a wind spirit. Woo! That was fun. That was challenging adjacent. That should send them scuttling back to their nests. You can call me Curious Gorge. One remark about the name and I'll rip your ugly head off your shoulders and suck the marrow out of your twitching spines. You two are the guards from Costa del Sol, I reckon. Not as such. We're of the Marauders Guild, sent here by Axemaster Wernzon to assist in the defense. I'm Solk Weeb, and this is my comrade Old. From the guild, you say? Well, blow me down and call me a boggy. Had you told me sooner, I'd have introduced myself with proper respect. You're Old, right? We've only just met. But I see in you a strength not found in ordinary men. What say you unleash the beast within and become a warrior with me? A warrior, you say? So it was you I saw, brandishing battle techniques that I had thought lost to the sands of time. Lost? Perhaps in these parts, but where I come from, the way of the warrior is alive and well. My tribe has been handing them down for thousands of years. Yet our numbers dwindle with every new summer. And this is why I left the mountain where I was raised to come here. What say you, Old? If you would walk the path of the warrior with me, seek me out in Hidden Falls. Okay. That was good stuff. I like the job quests. It's like a story. Like, you could play through the beginning of the game over and over and over again, and as long as you do like a different job, there's just enough to like keep you interested without getting too bored. The warriors of old, we all heard the tales, but never once did I dream I would meet one in the flesh. Going into lurk mode, 5K walk at hand. Enjoy. It's a big walk. A memory is cloudy, but many years ago, it was said that there was a young marauder in the company of heroes who would unleash crushing blows, heretofore unseen by his comrades. When the company disbanded, he vanished, never to be seen again. Might that be this curious gorge? I cannot vouch for the man's identity, but there can be no denying that the display of strength we saw today, nor that he has taken a liking to you, old. This could be an opportunity for the ages. Hidden Falls, was it? But were I in your boots, I would head off there without delay. I mean, it does sound fun. Now there's just the question of where the heck is Hidden Falls? Ah, yes. Where his tribe has lived for 1,000 years. 10 feet away from Costa del Sol. Leave me alone, large buffalo. That does seem somewhat hidden here. Hello. I wonder if he just stands here for everybody, or if you have to be a warrior. I knew you would come, old. Let us begin. Any man can take up an axe and call himself a marauder, but to become a true warrior, he must prove that he can tame the inner beast that guides the blade. I've witnessed your battle with the turtles, and I must say I was impressed. You've proven yourself far more worthy of this than I could have imagined. In your hands lies the soul of the warrior, a crystal within which the deeds of 1,000 warriors from history are recorded. For countless generations, the soul has been passed on to those in my tribe who chose the path of the warrior, to guide them and aid them on their journey. When your inner beast awakens, the runes will resonate, further empowering your will and granting you strength as you never thought possible. Today, there is cause for celebration, my friend. For you, I have ensured that my tribe's legacy will endure. Yet, yes, it is for this day, this moment, that I came down from the mountain. Yet, however earnestly I pursue my goals, I cannot deny the fear inside me that my mission will ultimately end in failure. For you see, while I style myself a warrior, the truth is, I left the mountains before my training was complete. And while I carry with me the chronicles of my ancestors detailing the ancient arts of war, I lack the ability to fully decipher the texts. Yet, there may still be hope, for there is another who fled my village, one who shared my dreams of passing on the teachings of my tribe and can read the tome, my brother, the man in the yellow hat. Without him, I fear there is little more I can teach you at this time. That will not discourage me from continuing my studies of the Chronicles, nor shake my belief that further secrets will soon reveal themselves to me. Till then, I ask that you use this knowledge that I've passed on to you and continue your training. You must strive to harden your will so that it may endure the strain of future burdens. Good luck, my friend. Armory unlocked. Warrior unlocked. I've unlocked a new job. I can change this job at any time by equipping the soul crystal received from the quest. When changing jobs, gear sets will allow you to register and save equipment. You may use them to switch between jobs instantly without the need to manually equip weapons or equipment. A button for the gear save set interface is located in the upper portion of the character window. The next warrior quest will be available from Curious Gorge upon reaching level 35. I'm level 36. Alright. Character. Where's my job stone? I'm a warrior. Changing your job, you may carry over the hotbar and crossbar settings from Marauder. Yes. Do that. Kitty. What are you doing? You're looking at my drink. I know you want to knock it over. You can't. It is not a thing for you. Okay, and now that I'm a warrior, I can take the quest. I can learn Inner Beast and the Beast Within. Cool. What is the Beast Within? Beast Gauge. I don't know what that is. Okay. Welcome back, my friend. I can see that you've not neglected your training. For my part, I fear that deciphering the ancient chronicles of my people is proving to be much more a demanding task than I had imagined. Mind you, it hasn't helped that I've been somewhat preoccupied of late. A comrade of mine from my days in the company of heroes asked me to do a favor. It's taken me back and forth across the realm like some bloody fairy. I'm on a hunt for some mysterious feral beast that's been terrorizing small folk. People don't know where this monstrosity came from, but witnesses say its thirst for blood is unlike any they've ever seen. Unfortunately, my time spent in pursuit of the beast is time I have not spent studying the chronicles. I'm sorry to say that I have made little progress. However, while on the road, I was able to decipher one passage that may be of interest to us both. From what I can gather, the chronicles tell of an ancient set of armor forged by my ancestors in the flames of the seven hells and inscribed with the same arcane incantations that adorn the soul of the warrior. It would seem that this mighty armor was passed down from hero to apprentice for centuries, until one man, driven by rage and vainglory, cast all 5 pieces from Abalathia's highest peak. Since that day, the armor has remained lost, and with it, the power it harbors. As far as I can make out, the next passage in the Chronicles concerns the whereabouts of these missing artifacts. I've only been able to make sense of the odd words thus far. Still, I must confess some excitement. Imagine what a warrior clad in such garb could achieve. If only my brother were here. We could decipher the text together and spread the teachings of our people to the entire realm. Alas, he is not. His whereabouts are as hidden to me as those of the ancient armor. I would like you to meet him, if only so that you can have looked upon a true warrior. Well, perhaps you still shall. Yours is not as large as most people perceive. Paths cross, fates intertwine. Such is the will of the spinner, and it may be that my brother has chosen a similar path to mine. But I've rambled long enough. You're here to take the next step in your training, and so I shall oblige. The southern reaches of Thanalan in the Sagoli Desert, a god-forsaken wasteland of naught but sand that stretches as far as the eye can see, is here that the Leviathan of the Dune lurks, a sandworm of gargantuan proportions. When facing the mammoth creature, you will soon realize that the feeble hacks and slashes of your puny axe are ill-sated for the task of felling such a foe. But do not let this dissuade you. Wake the slumbering beast within and summon forth a strength that transcends the limits of your physical form. Oh, is that all? Mind you, first you'll have to find the beast, and that might prove a tall order in itself. You, tribe that inhabits the Forgotten Springs, is wise to the movements, the denizens of the desert. Should you want for guidance, I wager they could point you in the right direction. Whew, that was a lot of words. Get me out of this fate. It sounds like I'm going to the Ul'dah region. Speak with the residents of the Forgotten Springs. I used to have the way there memorized. I feel like I went to the desert a lot for some reason. That might have been for the, kitty. Stop it. He's just knocking things off of desks. And I'm really concerned because I have drinks on this. What was I saying? Yeah. The last time I played through the game seriously, I was a paladin. And I feel like a lot of the paladin quests brought me to the desert. Maybe all job quests bring you there. It's kind of like the next step. Alright, now is a good time to figure out where we're actually going. The gold saucer. Looks like we head to Eastern Thanlan. Now, it looked like there might be a little gate shortcut down the street here. I feel like we're nearing a part where, like, you usually lose interest if you haven't been paying attention to the story, because there's a lot of running around involved. If you're not, like, reading the story along the way, it can get really boring. But I remember road actually takes me where I'm going. Not this one. But yeah, I remember being at around this part many times. Like, I would finish the level 30 job quest, get dressed up in the gear, and be like, oh man, I have to go back to Vesper Bay and chat, just to go to another city and chat, and then go back to Vesper Bay and chat. You should pop by in Little Alamigo. I feel like I'm going to be back here eventually. Oh, hey, I got a horse. And by horse, I mean fat Chocobo. It's going to take me a little bit to remember that I actually have a mount. Oh, Chocobo, keep. We attune ourselves to this. And then back to the streets. Let's see, where's the desert we're going to? Seems to be a whole lot of walking. Alright. Left. And hug the right wall, sorta. Level 45, Thaumaturge. Maybe I have taken a bad turn here. These guys gonna kill me? Run, Tubby. No, leave me alone, dapper zombies. I think that fate is actually important to the Hildebrand quest line. Which, if you're looking for some fun side content, that might be for you. It could be a little too cheesy for you, but it's good content. This is a good time to remind you that I am only doing the main story quest and that there's like tons and tons of really cool side content to do. Oof, we made it. We touch the Chocobo border, we touch the crystal. Ooga Moogly, how are you doing? The Leviathan of the Dunes. I saw the fearsome bugger not a week ago preying on a group of merchants south of Bjorgot Strike. The smart ones dropped their wares, turned tail, and ran. The dumb ones, well, at least they can say they died rich. There's a lot of people hanging outside in the middle of the desert. Is that a thing people do? I've seen the beast. Stands 3 miles high, he does, and stirs up sandstorms with each writhe and wriggle. Showed up in my hunting field some years ago, and has been swallowed up, and has been swallowing up my would-be prey in that gaping maw of his ever since. Like, I assume that in real life, if you go to like a desert village, you don't find people just like lounging around outside. Maybe it's even hotter indoors? What do I know? Sandworms are particularly sensitive to the vibrations of the earth, such as those made by running. If you're looking to summon one of the beasts, then I suggest you search for their tracks, and then run about making as much of a clamor as possible. I would also suggest you seek a cure for your madness. Alright, now what kind of sandworm are we dealing with? Is it like a dune sandworm, or is it more like tremors? Oh, look at these little guys. These are not the giant ones. Those are just normal sized ones. I'm remembering the desert area of what's it called? World of Warcraft. The place with the little goblin city in the middle of it. It's like Gadget Gazan or something like that. Doesn't look nearly as cool as this. I feel like it's hard to make a desert look cool. Like, it's sand. Lots of it. Do you mind, Drake? Can't remember. Is Drake the one that likes the small folk, or is that Kendrick? Either way, bugger off. Did I do it? I did it. Report to Curious Gorge. Is he still over by the waterfall? He is. Oof. And that would be a huge walk. I'm gonna go ahead and take the teleport on that one. Let me select the thing. Thank you. Dang it. Okay, fine. I'll use my keyboard and mouse. There. Happy now? Hey, it's night. Hey, it's a Chocobo keep. Mine's bigger. I imagine this is how it feels driving a Cybertruck around. Like, real cool, but man, people are gonna judge. I imagine people have a lot of strong feelings about the thing. Ew. Old, her crystal grows ever stronger, and felling the raging sandworm, the beast within you is slowly but surely rouses to wakefulness. When you next do battle, methinks you will find yourself capable of movements heretofore unfamiliar to you. When you've mastered your new talents, return to me. In the meanwhile, I shall continue my study of the ancient texts. Yay! Ooh, a movie. You hear the whispers of the ancient ancestors. Or village ancestors? Beast gauge expanded. Okay, what is this? Beast gauge displays the current strength of the warrior's wrath. The animalistic rage is required to execute several actions, such as the inner beast and steel cyclone, and will grow weaker upon using them. Using certain actions will increase the beast gauge. Okay. So, got inner beast here. That is about all I know. Can I drag that off a little off to the side? It's a little bit distracting. Like down here, maybe? That feels good. Cancel that. Save that. All right. Oh. So it appears entirely when I'm in tank mode. Otherwise, it just puts horns on it. Okay. I'm learning. And what is this new thing I've learned? Inner Beast. Okay, yeah, that's the skill. Delivers an attack with a potency of 330. Okay. Wait, how's that compare to other things I do? Potency... Combo potency, 380. 150. 250. Now, does the combo potency add on top of things? I'm just trying to imagine, like, the frequency in which I'd need to inner beast. I mean, I think we're far, far away from optimal play levels here. Or at least them being necessary. But these are the sort of things I think about. As for right in this moment, I imagine... Hang on, I don't have a quest. We come in peace. I think I'm supposed to go to... Boraloo. At the guild? The Twin Adders Guild company? House? Clan? Group? Conglomerate? Hegemony? Hegemony? Hershey's Kisses in chat, in-game chat says don't do drugs. They're too expensive in Australia. Good to know. I mean, like, you know, pick your reason. There's lots of good reasons. I should probably not hang out in general chat while streaming. Like, I assume there's some kind of censorship and filtering. But you never can be too careful. Event? Battle? I'll leave the event chat up. I could just close the whole thing too. But one of these days I'm going to want to talk to somebody. Theoretically. Alright, let's see. Hey, we're back on the main quest line, just like that. Well, if it isn't Private Sugarheart reporting for duty, that's the zeal I like to see from an enterprising young serpent. Good evening, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papalimo. Always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the scions of the late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the twin adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we are investigating the Sylphs, the curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelves Wood home. The Sylphs are for the most part a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the elder seed seer, with no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The twin adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramu has raised the flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be a sliver of a chance of summoning the primal that might disturb the balance... Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility that we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike Ramu, or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question. Yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen to one's own is among the greatest mistakes... But to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. It's where you scions come in. Aye. The Sylphs have little solace remain untempered, and have many productive dialogues with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of our productive parley. On the route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorn Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. Friendly palaver with the Sylphs. It should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorn Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from the West Shore Pier would take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. Speak with Mittany at the West Shore Pier. Oh wait, fireworks! Woo! Happy some kind of holiday. There's always some kind of event going on in FF14. Like, there's tons of holidays, and they usually have, like, a unique quest and some unique things that you can get. And there's almost always something just kind of in progress. Like, when we started, there was something about, like, fire people, you know, bombs, and the like. I remember seeing some kind of setup in Limsa Lominsa. That's over, and now there seems to be some fireworks in Gridania. Now, I'm focusing on the main story quest, but I do recommend checking out holidays whenever they pop up. You can get some real cool stuff. Aye, the ferry dock to the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find the Hawthorne Hut without much trouble. We should touch this, in case we need to rent this boat more often. What's the Lancers Guild? Lancer's a fun job. I think about it a lot. Oh, hey Skipper. Take me to the Sweet Bloom Pier. I happen to be heading across the lake to Sweet Bloom Pier in the East Shroud. Yup. Who's this guy? Fudge's Kessel. I don't trust him. He's wearing normal Lalafell clothes. Makes me think he's some kind of gold bot. Because I don't feel like a new character would be out in this area. Maybe I'm crazy? I might be crazy. I mean, the enemies here are only level 12. So maybe this is a normal place? I haven't started in Gridania in a long time. I just don't trust idle people in default clothes. See, now this person I trust. What's his name? Solo Popoto. Now that seems like a real person. And of course all cat girls are real. Indeed, I am Amalain of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more, you'd do well to speak to the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Where can I find this Rolf? Come to learn a thing or two about the sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing. They're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, let me just tell you. They're Beg pardon, friend, my memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen so much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all cluttered in my noggin now. Oh, I've shared my stories with those around the hut before. You might have more luck with them. Okay. The sylphs, yeah. My father told me of his stories plenty of times. What I found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You'd do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up in a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Tee-hee. Okay. Don't make fun of the Cabbage Patch Kids. Mon Dieu. Are elves French? Is that what I'm learning? The sylphs. Inveterate tricksters and troublemakers. Inveterate? Is that like not having a spine, but also being made of lettuce? That's what they are. One day they're drawing marble faces on our masks, and the next they're sending our young sentries falling on the bottom to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Blasette. Oh, the quickest way to the quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't you ever even think trying to foist your foodstuffs on a sylph. They sustain themselves by simply bathing in the sun. Or so Rolf once told me. Alright. So they're murderous pranksters who eat the sun. Got it. Ah, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. May just help win the favor of our forest friends. Okay. Oh, you're still here, huh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you'd do well to bring along a, rat. What was it again? Me and my wife Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than mine own. Now, are you married? Because you're showing a lot of dementia symptoms here. I've dealt with probably more than my fair share of dementia in my time. Not on my side, just, you know, people in general. Ah, Rosa Hawthorne. You have the same last name. A peace offering for the sylph, or anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey. But I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep. No, their taste runs more unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milkroot? It's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid It's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying this stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. Let's see. I've not seen an Ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow, with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Am I being pranked right now? So, to recap, the sylphs are murderous tricksters who eat the sun, do psychotropic drugs, and something about tentacle beasts in the curious tussock need to be stimulated with amber syrup. You know what? This is getting a little weird. Milkroot. So you bite this milkroot and it squirts milk into your mouth. It makes you hallucinate. I feel like there's a section of the internet that might be dedicated to the lore of this particular veggie. We will not discuss it further. Ah, you're back. My wife was able to direct you to a suitable offering. Yeah. Milkroot, but of course, those sylphs quaff the cloudy stuff as quick as I do. As I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milkroot will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. It's getting weird. I'm taking the liberty of wrapping your milkroot. Well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh. Not to mention spare you for the god-awful stench. The sylphs love this stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in Chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the morble that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yeah? The sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company long enough to know that they're kind at heart. I'll not shun those whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it, if you regale me with your adventuring tales. Good morning, daughter. Yeah, what's up? Yes, you may brush your hair. Enjoy. Why, I seem to be glowing. And before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Amaline here would like to have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. It's good to see your sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Comuxio. He has served as the intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has a close ear to his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished with you with some sort of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something far greater of import to you to deliver. A missive from the Elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's content in brief, it vouches for our integrity, for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of our mission. May the 12 see you. Return with good tidings. Okay. Is this glow my rage gauge? Is that what I'm glowing with? Am I glowing with fury? Or righteous indignation? Alright, let's Chocobo. Will we get bored of the Chocobo song? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think the overworld music is any better than this song. Hello. I think she admired my Chocobo. Where's my wave? Alright. Walking one is not familiar with this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story. But this one expects no such thing. Walking one should go home and leave this one be. Okay. I present to you the dance. This one would welcome walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would like to talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so walking one should speak with a quick tongue. Walking one would bring gift to this one. Walking one is most kind. Here's the milk root, and here's a letter. Walking one brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many thanks. Walking one carries a message for the Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking one should not worry. Hello there, we're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we come to pay respects to the Elder and learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania. Walking one became a dancing one and brought milk root, but walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy. Walking one should go home. Go home, you say? But the sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Old here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seedseer herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of walking ones. Elder one has no words for Gridania. Walking ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was old's jigs insufficiently jiggy? It's your complete lack of jigs, madam. You've insulted everyone here, including myself. I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we have no choice but to ask around to see how we might earn their trust. Why don't you two wait in the car? Weak, silencing, sleeping, paralyzing? I don't know. I'll take this one. I'll take the sleeping potion. For reasons. It's going to turn out to be bourbon. Say, old, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all the trouble of learning the sylph's traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Oh, there goes those bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. You there. My hips don't lie. Doodly doodly doo. Ooh, walking one knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Amixia. Tippity tap 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 tap. Tippity tap tap tap. Walking one would be a friend to these ones? This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the way of weaving a secret. Even if walking one learned the secret, walking one could not weave in the same way. My fingers, aren't they? They're too stubby. I'll never be a concert pianist. Dyslexia. Perhaps you would like to looks at these feet. Walking one is a friend to these ones, friendly like gracious elder, one of the forest city, knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. That's right, I do. There, I got jiggy with it. I just noticed the quest's name is Dance Dance Diplomacy. I love it. Old, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news? Well, I've thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to the next adventure. Papalimo has a notion of how you might endear yourselves to the sylphs of Little Solace. Alright, but this gotta be a quick one. I gotta get the kids to school. Old, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The sylphs who make their home in the Little Solace have to do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. Sound plan, would you not say? That said, the sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring the hearer Imedia of the Gridanians who reside here. She is the most like to be privy of the sylph's trouble. But I have not danced for her. Oh. You are not one to like the dance, are you? Praise be the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least of a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from malms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Zizgorlins and Gald gnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome. But slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie bushes as well. They play an important role in sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details. And what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they are not easily to come by. When you are done with the deed, seek out Kumoxio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks of this. Alright. We'll go do the thing. Slay a Zizgorlin. And, oh, that's my alarm telling me I need to wrap it up. We just gotta riz the Ziz. Then we pick a brownie bush. That looks a lot like lavender to me, but, you know, what do I know? Oh, there's another one. And that one definitely looked like a turnip. I swear, if these turnips taste like brownies, I'm in. Oop, there's one. Hustle, 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 hustle. I mean, it really does seem like kind of a crime that plants don't taste like brownies. Like, how hard would it have been? Right, in nature? Like humans figured it out. Like, I know fruit is nature's candy, but fruit has not met cookies. Or cake, or brownies. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. How about some brownie bush? Dancing One brings brownie bushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills Bitey Buzzy One. This one hates Bitey Buzzy Ones. Dancing One is kind. Too kind. Many walking ones come to this one's abodes, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong, not to trust Dancing One after all. You are correct. And now I shall perform the dance of my people once more. Doop boop boop doop doop doop. Skip it up beep bop boodly doo. Doop bop boop ba doo. And with that, everybody, my friends who watched, have a good day. I will see you later. And yeah, take care. If you're on Twitch, stick around. Thank you for the following, Kara Donhart. Very soon, I'm hoping at some point today, probably in the afternoon, I'm gonna upload to YouTube the first Final Fantasy XIV movie. It's 11 and a half hours long, 50 gigs, and it makes for great background noise that you can just put on and watch. while you do your chores or take a nap. Just think of me as like a buzzing fan. Would be annoying in any other circumstances, but if you're trying to fall asleep, I'm pretty decent at doing that. And hopefully someday I'll have enough videos in that playlist that you could just leave noise on for weeks and weeks while you do chores. And that works for me anyway. That's how I treat my ADHD, just noise. Constant and uninterrupted noise. Alright. But for reals, let's find somebody to raid, shall we? Let's see, who is playing? Riri. Oh, she's playing Fae Farm. Echo Faye's playing Baldur's Gate 3. Some lewd artist is doing lewd arts. Classic. Alright, I'm gonna raid... I'm gonna raid Seraph this time. He's playing with Riri in Fae Farm. And I know a lot of my viewers came from my Fae Farm content. Perhaps you'd like to see the multiplayer bits? And I owe Seraph at least one raid. Have an amazing day. Thanks for the stream, company. Thank you. You have an amazing day as well. Bye-bye, everybody.